In this instructional video I will give you some maintenance and installation instructions for the Matcon model MB 250-50-20. It's a frost protected safety shower and Eyebath. This shower has an added hip nozzle called 20. It's an added feature in relation to the standard model of the MB 250-50. In this case we're talking about a stainless steel implementation, so there can be a few changes in relation to a galvanized implementation. But I will clarify that in this instructional video. First, it's wise to place the upper section onto the under section. It's very important that the screw thread is degreased. We have a good degreaser for that and we will need a towel. You can apply this to the screw thread. Make sure to do this around the screw thread. Also make sure to remove grease and possible dirt. This is for the internal screw thread. And for the external screw thread. This will be placed on the screw thread later. We got a stainless steel implementation here, so it's wise to use an activator to the sealant, which will be applied to give good sutures to the metal, so the shower will have a stable waterproof connection. Just apply it to the screw thread and certainly around the external screw thread. If that is done, you can apply the sealant to the screw thread. Again, focus around the screw thread. Next, we are ready to place the upper section onto the lower section. You can rotate the screw thread until you can't go further and the screw thread has a good connection. You have to position the upper section of the shower so that the nozzle is in line with the hip nozzle and is facing forward. The Eyebath has been added to the left side but can also be positioned to the rear or on the right side. The same applies to the water supply. Because this model has an automatic flushing unit on it, apply the waste pipe and then apply it further. The electricity cables are already applied. This shower has an extra proximity switch to carry a signal to the control room or to sound a local alarm. The orange cable is for supplying electricity for the automatic flushing unit. Both cables can be applied to the electrical junction box. I will demonstrate how to open it later on in this video. Next, you can apply the operating rod. It includes two rings in order to create a smooth connection of the operating rod. It includes two rings in order to create a smooth connection of the operating rod. You can see here some screw thread and there has been applied screw thread to bridge the distance in order to give it a good setting for the control. When you are finished with that, you can tighten the locking nut so that it cannot be adjusted. The upper section of the shower has been applied to the under section and can be further finished with insulation that you can wrap around the tube and can be secured with tie wraps. You can place an extra cap between the two sections which will give you the finishing touch. You can place a shower on a location of your preference. An important thing is that in order to have the shower placed perpendicular to the ground, that ground has to be flat and leveled. To attach the shower to the ground, you will have to use 4 bolts. Pay attention to the pedal type foot control if it's kicked down, so that it can't go any further if there is too much force between the pedal type foot and the Eyebath. If the shower has been installed, you can connect the shower at the side where the water flows in. That water connection is at this side. Next, you can connect the electricity and the shower will be ready for use. As you can see, there are several cable glands at both sides at the electrical junction box. There are a couple of open cable glands whereby you can make the connections that need to be done. That's due to the fact that the upper section is separated from the section and we cannot make this for you at this moment, let alone 230-volt power supply. The box is sealed off with 4 bolts that you can easily unscrew. At the inside you can see the clip strip where the cores of the electrical cables can be connected. You can find the exact connections in a connection diagram. This is a timer for the automatic flushing unit, which is installed on top. You can program this in order to have the correct flushing that you would like to have from the standpipe of the shower, but also from the supply pipe of the shower. Here we have the switch for the Eyebath. You can see the switch part and hear the magnet. When we pull away the lid of the Eyebath, the system will make contact because the magnet is removed from the switch. Here the switch has been applied to the body shower. The effect is the same. You can see the magnet and the switch part. When the shower is activated, the magnet will be removed from the switch part, thus realizing the signal. In here you will find the insulated automatic flushing unit, which is driven by the timer, which is located in the electrical junction box, which I remarked a moment ago. If you have any questions, you can reach us anytime and we will gladly help you. Good luck!